Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Kilwa campaign in Europa Universalis 4. So right at the end of the last episode, we declared war on Metapa, because our truce came up. And the reason we did it right at the end of the episode is because I was convinced I'd forget. And also the fact that if we left it, like, Moravi would probably declare war on them. Because, like, I imagine, yeah, they have a claim on 2 of my provinces, actually, as well as Metapa's provinces. So there we go. Local unrest. Buhera. Okay, that's just one of the things you get when you have your, for lack of a better term, wife's family, where they come from. What do I want to do now? I probably want to actually spend some of this money. So I want to get probably a fort. Where do I want it? Probably here, I think. So we'll build a fort there. We also should probably build a place for, get some more taxation, maybe? Yeah, sure, why not? Or maybe trade. Trade might be not a bad place to get. Of course, we need to... Why won't it let us build a marketplace? Marketplace requires Diplo Tech 4. Oh, okay. But I don't want to mark... Why can it... Why will it... What? Why will it let us build a marketplace when we don't have a marketplace? That just makes no sense. Oh, well. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Kilwa gets absent merchant. We really need all Diplo power we can get, so I am going to go for that. It'll decrease our trading count by a little bit, but won't be for too long. This war's almost over. These Metapan separatists are going to look like they're going to kick up a fuss any minute. Oh, bless. They only need 5 ducats. That's how depressing is that? Let's make that a core. Where's all this unrest coming from, then? Zimbabwe. Wow. It's actually making us quite a lot of... I just assumed these provinces were really high autonomy. They're actually not. Probably because I didn't increase it like I normally do. I'm going to go and situate myself on Manikia. And we will wait to see who... Because they are going to rebel. It's just a case of who and when. And, fortunately, we have a decent general. Luckily, also, Mombasa really like us. Primarily, I imagine, because we liberated a province, and... Oh, I assumed there was going to be one for giving them 2 provinces, but I guess not. They're just very ungrateful people, it would seem. We'll maintain. We're not using odd stuff for anything else. How much longer have we got this claim for? Where is it? There are we. 89. So we got over 10 years. That's okay. This war will be all us alone, though. It won't be. We won't have any input, I would imagine, from anyone else. Any of our allies, because Moravi don't have any boats, and they're probably not just going to be of generally much help. Do I want to go for more ships? As in, like, trade ships? Probably. We'll go for a trade ship. Add that onto our Zanzibar trade fleet. Come on, guys. You're meant to be, like, really angry at me and wanting to rise up. That's how this thing sort of works. There we go. Oh, dear. So there's 20 troops. He's a 3-2, he's 3-4. So, okay. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. No, we'll do him there. Unfortunately, that province is going to get separatism. Oh, because of the fort. There we go. So now we should have enough to attack. And we got a better general. So that should happen. Lovely. Detach mercenaries. I don't want to be paying for them, so we'll detach them. That went quite well, I feel. Let's convert. Convert. So who's kicking up a stink now? The fetishists. And that's just because I'm converting quite a lot. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know when they changed it, but whenever you used to colonize a province, it used to swap over to your religion. Like, whenever you colonized it. Now it doesn't do that at all. It just sort of... Oh, dear. It just sort of keeps whatever religion was there previously. Which, you know, I guess sort of makes sense, but... It's not how I liked it, darn it. How long until I can annex them? 81, so a few years and then I'll annex them. Because I very much doubt they're going to start going for... Oh, they've gone for diplomatic ideas. If they'd gone for, like, expansion or exploration, I may have kept them. But as it is, they've had their chance and they lost. Might as well build some tax buildings. Every little helps, because pretty much all these provinces are quite poor. As I'd rather not gain piety, but we do need a little bit more prestige. Last thing I want to do is go below 0, or even close to 0, actually. We can get conquistadors. Global towers plus 20%. We're going to have this finished pretty darn fast, actually. I'm impressed. So, we need probably some light ships, don't we? Because they are the ones who can go exploring. Fetishist zealots are about to uprise. Rise up. Uprise? Or rise up, even. Lose ducats. What is our air actually like? Okay, he's a bit rubbish. Yay, we got marginally better air. Or I guess better in some respects, much worse in others. But I did get some... No, I didn't get any legitimacy for that. I thought I would. I thought I did. Oh well. Never mind. I can now afford to build more tax places. Doesn't appear that many... These places give much tax. I'll put one there. Definitely want to make sure all of our coastal provinces have tax buildings, because that will increase the number of ships we can yield. Yield? That's not even a word. Field is what I meant to say. Har, har, har. English is hard. These guys are on the same tech as me. They went for religious ideas, though, rather than expansion, anything expansion related. Or all of these provinces got tropical. It would make sense that they do, but I'm just being optimistic. Some of them have got arid, which is even worse, I believe. Which is always nice. Great advisor died, our military chap. One thing I did forget to do is send our guy back to Ajuran. Tut tut tut. National manpower modifier man. That'll help us quite a bit, actually. I'm going to keep converting, because hopefully it'll make these fetishist zealots pop. Apparently it'll say they'll rise up in less than a year, but I'm not so sure about that. One can hope, because then they'll get a minus 100 to uprising chance. Gain trader. Oh, see, I did it again. Darn it. I don't care whether they have spy network in my lands. I can beat them, pretty much. Beat them any day of the week. So, what mission we got? Incorporate Mombasa into our country. Yeah, because I'm going to do that. I have to wait. I don't have any diplomats free. I can bring back the diplomat from Mombasa. Oh, I can actually do it now, which makes sense as to why that came up. So we'll do that, even though it's obviously going to cost us a little bit of diplo power. It needs to be done. Truce with Ajuran has ended, which is good. Of course, what we don't want is to find out that they're now going to turn around and attack us. Who are they allied with? Oh, they're not actually allied with anyone. They must have got all their alliances broken. So they are alone. So, ledger. That's the wrong screen. I was after this screen. Ajuran have got 7k troops, the force limit 11, so I'm more than capable of beating them. Mogadishu probably have, what, 5 or 6? Mogadishu... 4. Okay, so, I mean, the plan is to go south to expand and try and get to... We got 19 years to get over to South America, at least, so that's probably not going to happen. We could try, we'll certainly try. Although for that, we will need... we need some light ships, don't we? So, let's bring these guys here. Again, we want mercantilism, please. Let's split off 2 of these ships. Those guys can go back to protecting trade in Zanzibar. It's a bit less money. However, what I want to do is get a explorer. Oh dear, I need to get rid of one of my generals. And then I can send you... Okay, 3 light and heavy ships. No, wait. A total of... 3 light... Does that mean 3 light and heavy ships? As in there has to be 3 light ships and 3 heavy ships, because that is quite expensive. 11 pretender regiments rise up in Buhera. Where is Buhera? There. And goodbye. Wow, he gets Glory Seeker, Prestige from land battles, and Army Tradition from land battles. That must be a really valuable one to have, because that's actually quite powerful. Annoyingly, this is all costing me manpower, which I would rather not be spending, because I actually want to be going to war sometime this sort of century. But again, I guess we sort of expected it. What piety are we currently on? Herpaderp, 47. Lose piety, gain money. What? These guys just... Was these... No, these guys just got a claim on Lindy. Cheeky whatsits. Come on, what's this on? It's not even half. It's just over halfway. Jeez, this is going to be a slow one, isn't it? What are these guys on? They're still on 5 admin. Is there anywhere we can develop? Or anywhere worth developing? Buildings... Development... this lowest cost. There we go. Try and find places that's cheap that will give us a benefit in terms of developing admin power. At the moment, the biggest I think is 7, which was Minikia. That's 60. Ooh, 9. Zanzibar. Actually, Zanzibar makes sense because we're going to need to develop that anyway. I'm not going to develop it with a Diplo yet. We're going to need to develop Zanzibar anyway. Do that. Ooh, Mozambique. That's fine. That seems like enough. Gain 50 admin power. Thank you very much. That makes up for at least a little bit for the glut we just spent. I really hope that this ship, like, we only have to have 3 ships. Yes! It's only 3 ships. So Western Indian Ocean seems to make sense. We can refuse, because that will give us a little bit more prestige, which is something we do desperately need. And our spy network went away again, and I forgot about it. Again. Oh wow, that didn't take very long. That took him, like, literally no time at all. Western Indian Ocean Sea. Okay, so, yeah. That's all this bit down here, and then it should unlock the Horn of Africa, and so on and so forth. I wonder if we can get anything off the emirs, like manpower. No, not yet. We can't. We don't really have enough. They don't have enough loyalty. They got a lot of influence, though. Actually, slightly on the brink of having too much influence, one might say. I'm going to get rid of my... Is it worth getting rid of my alliance just yet? And then invading Moravi? It's probably not a bad... I don't have the manpower at the moment to bother doing that, so maybe it's not the end of the world that I leave them like that for the moment. In the meantime, we're going to just continue doing exploration, because if we need to do exploration if we want to get round to South America. So apologies if this, for the moment, is a little bit tedious. We've got another colonist as well. Fab. And naval leader maneuver +1. Does that apply to existing? I'm not so sure it does. I think that person already had +1. We probably want to go down to the Horn of Africa first. So, how many military leaders do I have? 2 out of 2. Wow, I was really hoping I could do another one. So I want to get to the Horn of Africa before anyone else. Because if I do that, there's a load of gold provinces around there. Mystery strength, I will go for that, definitely. I thought, didn't we just have that person? Or, like, obviously, a missionary strength person. Army. I swear we didn't even get that yet. No, it's allowing us to get barracks. We don't even have barracks yet. It's allowing us to build barracks. Is it because these guys have the tech? It is. They have the tech, so we can build it. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Oh god, that is a lot of pop-ups. Kilwa gets National and Epic. That one's pretty much always a good one to get because of the yearly prestige. 100 population. That's good. We must pay and distribute what bread there is. That one's a really good event, so I'm going to go for that. That's fine, that's fine. Ooh, their nobility went up. Their influence went up. Nobility's influence went up. I'll get it eventually. Western Indian Ocean coast. That should theoretically be... Oh no, South Atlantic coast, sorry. That should be the Horn of Africa. So that should reveal to us if anyone's there. Normally, I tend to think the French tend to be always down there quite often. At least that's what is sort of an anecdotal thing I've noticed. It's probably not true in the slightest. But that's what I'm sticking to. These guys are really kicking up a stink, aren't they? So I'm actually going to increase autonomy over there. Just because they're being a pain in my butt. Nobody else is, really. These guys are. They're making so little money. I don't really care about doing that. Looming disaster. Why are the emirs getting a lot of... It's because they control a lot of provinces. That's why. Monarchy. It's 2 years until... Okay, granted generalship expires in 2 years. So actually that shouldn't shouldn't be too long before that's the that goes down, so we shouldn't have to worry about that event too much, I believe. Lovely. So I should now be able to get down into the Horn of Africa, which is immediately where I'm going to go and start colonizing. So, Western Indian Ocean coast, you can go there. I'll end the episode here, otherwise I'm going to forget and go on for ages. But thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Take care.